Okay guys, I hope you didn't find it too difficult. Let's have a look at some suggested answers. For number 1, do you want to meet at 3 p.m. or 6 p.m? Yes, that time will be okay. I wanted you to identify the problem language, and that problem language is that time. What time? We don't know. It's that example of two people talking to each other and one person not really listening to the other person. Do you want to meet at 3 p.m. or 6 p.m? Yeah, that time will be okay. So it's not very helpful. So I just wanted you to choose one of the options. So it could be, yes, 3 p.m. will be okay. Yes, 6 p.m. will be okay. Whichever one you choose, it's okay as long as you choose a time. We have to go to the office and then court. Once there, we'll have to meet the client. What's the problem word? The problem word is there. Because in this sentence, there could be the office or the court. So in your answer, I just wanted you to choose one of those options. So once we're at the office, once we're at the court, we'll have to meet the client. And you can see that both scenarios, meeting the client at the office or meeting the client at the court, are both realistic. So here, if you get this, once there we'll have to meet the client, you really will have in your mind a question. So where are we meeting the client? Are we meeting the client here or there? For number 3, this email was sent yesterday, this email was sent today. It contained out-of-date information. And the problem word here is it, because in the first sentence we're talking about two things. The email that was sent yesterday or the email that was sent today. It could refer to both of those things, so we need to specify. So yesterday's email or today's email contained out-of-date information. For number 4, doing business in Asia is different to doing business in Europe as it happens much slower. What's the problem word? Once again, it's it, and you'll see very often, or in a lot of the examples that you'll see if you look for unclear antecedents, that it is a problem word. And of course, it refers to two different things in this sentence, either doing business in Asia or doing business in Europe, and one of those is much slower. So we have to identify that, as doing business in Europe happens much slower as doing business in Asia happens much slower. As long as you've chosen one of those, you're going to be okay. Number 5, the lawyer told the police officer that his evidence is weak. Tricky. Which one? What's the problem word here? It's going to be his. How would you correct this? The lawyer told the police officer that the lawyer's evidence is weak. So in this case, it's the lawyer saying to the police officer, my evidence is weak. I don't have great evidence. So it's as if the lawyer is admitting the problem. But it could also be the case that the lawyer looked at the police officer's evidence and is telling the police officer that his evidence is weak. So in that case, it would be the lawyer told the police officer that the police officer's evidence is weak. Now, I wanted to include this as an example for two reasons. One, this is a fairly complex sentence, but it can mean two different things. So the question is, or the issue is that you might think there's something wrong, but sometimes it's difficult to precisely identify what's going on. What is the problem? And the second one is that you might think that my correction is not a very good correction because it's not stylistically acceptable to say the lawyer twice in one sentence or to say police officer twice in one sentence. And you might think, I don't want to do that, doesn't look very good, and it's not fantastic English. My response would be this. You have to make a decision. Either you want style and possible confusion, or you want to lose a few points on style and have clarity. The decision is yours, but I think most people, if not everyone, should think, as long as my message is clear and no one can misinterpret my message, then that's what I want. So the message here is, okay, repetition in a lot of cases is not good, but for the point of view of communicating a clear message, there's nothing wrong with repetition. And this is something that I tell the lawyers that I work with on a regular basis. Listen, guys, it might not look the best, but the reader will know exactly what you're trying to say. And you can have a stylistic rest of the email or a stylistic rest of the memo, as long as it makes sense and it's easy to understand.